want to say a story real quick. Chicago millionaire Gajon, and he owns a big corporation. And in 1 hour, everything changed. Trouble with the son, with the booty. Trouble with his daughter. His stocks are losing money. And he sits in his office chair and he gets so depressed that he does nothing but cry, and he's trying to think, how do I get out of this? Where do I go? What do I do? And the depression just keeps coming. More bad news under this whole thing. Well, your stocks are going to totally go. You're going to lose your house. You're going to lose your car. By the time you get home, furniture's gone. You lost everything. And the depression came to the place where he's ready to take his life. And he got up and said, you know what, God? This is a big joke, isn't it? This has got to be a joke. My whole life is a big joke. But then he stopped for a minute and said, wait a minute. I just talked to God. I haven't done that since I was a kid. He said, okay, God. I don't know how to do this. But I can't go a step further. Help me. And in his ear, he heard a voice. It doesn't have to be like this. And he got on his knees and fell down and began to worship God. He got up and went home, made friends with his wife, brought his kids over, talked to his kids, encouraged them. His stocks went back up, his money went back, everything went back to normal. And the Gagé are asking him, sir, what took place for those 5 minutes? How did everything change? Well, a little voice in my head told me it doesn't have to be this way. Arat, or Pastor Wally, Motola Amiga, it doesn't have to be this way.
Amen.
Got this in the Bible, John Monsadat. Luke chapter 7, verse 11. Soon afterward, Jesus, with his disciples, went to a village of Nain, and a large crowd followed him. A funeral procession was coming out as he approached the village gate. The young man who had died, the young man who had died was a widow's only son, and a large crowd from the village was with her. When the Lord saw her, his heart overflowed with compassion. Don't cry, Jesus said. Then he walked over to the coffin and touched it, and the bearer stopped. Young man, he said, I tell you to get up. Then the dead boy sat up and began to talk, and Jesus gave him back to his mother alive. I want to fix a scenario here for 1 minute. This is the widow's only son. Widow means home. This is it. After this, there is no one to take care of this woman. There's no one for her to be with. It's done. Huh? There's no need. Anyways, and now there's a funeral procession. And it just so happens to be that Jesus and his disciples are walking to this village. And as they're walking in, they see a funeral procession. Palebearers ready to take this kid to go bury him. See, a lot of times We feel this is it. I've reached my end. Now see myself forward. But I'm a faint. Everything I prayed for didn't work. Everything I asked for, I didn't get it. No matter what I do, it's turning out wrong. There's so many burdens. There's so many problems. There's so much pressure. I can't think clearly. I can't see clearly. But it doesn't have to be this way. Because once Jesus steps in the picture, the situation changes.
Amen.
Don't cry. Not off. Stepped up to the coffin, just touched it and said, I say to you, get up. Now that's a good story, and I can end it here tonight. But I went a little deeper in it. When a Jewish person was sick and he knew he was going to die, let me tell you what he did, sir. Top him on me. What did he want? Jarang kasi tinira mo. So ang karap sama ka naman mga frenon. Habang top di so karap. Mukhang mabili. Daf ka Walter. Mukhang rewo chaso. Daf ka Bobby. Mga gustri, daf ka Jimmy. They would hand out their possessions. Mukhang Suto. Daf ka Mario. This is what would happen. And then when I pass away, the people will take the stuff of this person, just like I wish. Let me tell you what this little boy did. When he got up, excuse me, I want my car back. I want my ring back. I want my watch back. I want my suit back. See, let me tell you something. Odusmano, before he kills you spiritually, I want to tell you what he wants to do. He wants to steal your joy. He wants to steal the joy of your salvation. He wants you to stop coming to church with a smile on your face, to remember all that God has done for you. He wants you to forget how God took you on every battle. He wants you to forget how God healed cancer in your family.
Amen.
He wants you to forget how God saved your children and your grandchildren. He wants you to forget the healings that they'll do when he's in good. And then when he accomplishes that, you're spiritually dead. You can't pray no more. You don't want to go to church no more. You don't want to sing no more. You don't want to pray no more. Come on. But when Jesus steps on the scene, I'll tell you what you need to do. Once you get revived, you need to step up and say, Satan, I want my joy back.
Hallelujah.
I want everything you took back. It belongs to me. God gave it to me. That's my inheritance. I want it back. Amen. It doesn't have to be, you're a pastor, or depression demonic. Listen, we serve Jesus Christ, the Lord of Lords, King of Kings. Hallelujah. He's able to break the parimos. He's able to remove it off your back. He's able to heal you. He's able to deliver you.